think that you know it all. You think I'm waiting on my phone for you. None of your games are believable. No, you don't even have a clue. Let me tell you, baby, you're just too juvenile. If it makes you crazy, you can't have me right now. Call me when you grow up, call me when you know what's going on in your stupid mind. Cause I'm not looking for a scared little boy that's only gonna waste all my time. You can't even handle all your feelings. You ain't ready for a woman like me. Then you can call me when you grow up. Call me when you grow up. Maybe 22 or 23. You'll be a little more capable to be seen.
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Monday, November 28th, 2022. I'm Fran. Today's top story highlights our October Teacher of the Month.
So this month's Teacher of the Month is Miss Nikki Buse. Miss Buse came to us from Tupelo, been in education about 15 years, so she's a great biology teacher, helps out with cheerleading and all that, so she's been a good asset to Horn Lake. We're going to go in and introduce the Teacher of the Month to her, if I can find the right key. Excuse me, if I can have your attention just for about 1 minute. This is our Teacher of the Month sign that goes to our best Teacher of the Month every month. This month, yours truly, Miss Nikki Buse, Teacher of the Month. It's not an award, so you don't have to come up and receive it, but I am going to hang it outside your door.
You don't want a picture of me, like, holding it? No, I want to hold it.
Oh, okay.
1, 2.
Good. Feels sad. But anyway, so she gets to park up front, and we get a plaque and $25 gift card to Memphis Barbecue Company. She talked about getting a bunch of appetizers together for y'all. So anyway,
Don't tease them like that.
all right. Thank y'all. Thank you. All right. I'll put this one a little higher than normal. So I struggle a little bit. I usually try to put it lower. There we go.
Perfect.
Eagle Vision likes to feature our teachers in a special segment called Stories. Today we sat down with Miss Buse.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Fulton, Mississippi.
Tell us about your family.
My mom and dad are still married. They've been married for 39 years. I have a brother who is 31 and me. I'm the oldest. And we all get together for holidays and have a lot of fun. My cousins Lori and Logan also live with my parents, and they are the highlight of our time at home.
Tell us about your years in high school.
In high school was the early 2000s, and we don't like to talk about that time. It was a dark time for fashion and some entertainment, but a lot of entertainment was good. While I was in high school, I did all the academic things, and I was in choir and did journalism in high school. So I was in charge of our school website. We were #1 in the nation for a year. And I did all of the sports photography, wrote for sports writing, and did all of the news articles.
What jobs did you have in high school?
I worked at a greenhouse, and I was a planter in a greenhouse. So I would go in and plant the seeds or plant the tiny plants. And I worked as a paralegal for like 4 years.
Tell us about your college experience.
I went to Mississippi State. I graduated from Mississippi State in 2008. I enrolled in biomedical engineering and did that for 2 years. It was very hard, and I was not cut out for that life. I joined choir there and sang for all 4 years that I was in college. And then my junior year, I declared journalism as my major and graduated in 2008 with a Bachelor's of Arts in Journalism. Mississippi State offered me the most money because I was going into engineering and I was female. So women in engineering can get a lot more money than a man can. And I got an Academic Excellence Award from Mississippi State and that large scholarship from the engineering college.
How did you choose your future profession? Did you originally plan on being a teacher?
My mom would tell you that I was always going to be a teacher, but I did not plan on being a teacher. I planned to work at a cancer research center, and then my plans changed, and I wanted to be a photojournalism person. I wanted to be embedded and do photojournalism, and then that didn't swing because in April of my senior year of college, the superintendent from my home school district called me and offered me a job. All I had to do was pass the test. So I took it.
What's something outside of school that you are passionate about?
It's a very good question. Outside of school, I'm pretty passionate about my family, about animals, and I really enjoy reading and music and sometimes just sitting quietly because decompression is key.
Tell us something you always dreamed about doing.
New Zealand and Australia are on my bucket list. I want to see all the scary animals in Australia and New Zealand. That's the only place you can find them.
What's something students might not know about you?
That I have a journalism degree and that I sing. I actually sang for a church in Oxford for a while and enjoy it very much.
What is something that you love about this school?
I love the atmosphere and that the kids are always so high energy. It makes me feel energetic and makes my job a lot easier when I can walk out into the hall or speak to a student and know that they're going to be high energy as well. Also being very supported by coworkers and by administration here. It's a big change and a very welcome change for me.
This week's feature vocabulary words are critical, cumbersome, and deficit. Critical, expressing adverse or disapproving comments or judgments. Cumbersome, large or heavy and therefore difficult to carry or use. Slow or complicated and therefore inefficient. Deficit, the amount by which something is too small.
It's now time for today's announcements. Pay attention. There's a lot of important information we need you to know. Students, don't forget to check out the scholarship wall next to the council's complex for a host of funding opportunities. College can be expensive. However, you have a lot of great options to get as much of your college education paid for. We also have a new career board set up with job opportunities that you can take advantage of right now. FCS meets every Wednesday morning in the cafeteria at 7 a.m. We invite all students who are interested to come join. That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we're better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
Call me when you call me when you call me when you call. I know you think that you know it all. You think I'm waiting on my phone for you. None of your games are believable. No, you don't even have a clue. Let me tell you, baby, you're just too juvenile. If it makes you crazy, you can't have me right now. Call me when you grow up, call me when you know what's going on in your stupid mind. 'Cause I'm not looking for a scared little boy that's only gonna waste all my time. You can't even handle all your feelings. You ain't ready for a woman like me. Then you can call me when you grow up. Call me when you call me when you call me when you grow up. Call me when you grow up. Maybe 22 or 23, you'll be a little more capable to be seen